Welcome to the No Time Records podcast. Um, Fern has decided to leave us. Unfortunately, this is some bad news, but he's actually decided to not only leave No Time, but Corrupt Vision. He's gonna quit Stay Tough as well. He's gonna go live in the woods. He was listening to a lot of Storm of Sedition, and he really thought that he needed to really take that seriously. So he's gonna go ahead and just move into the woods. And I'm totally not just padding out fillers so that he can go run an errand that he needs to do. I have a guest today, Valerie. Thank you for being here for the death of Fern.
Hello, gang. It's very
just,
sad, but I look forward to seeing whatever PowerPoint presentation they come up with after listening to all that anarcho crust.
I was doing some research to find talking points, and I saw that you posted that meme. And years ago, Fern and I booked Storm of Sedition at our local skate shop, and it fucking felt like it.
That sounds awesome.
They're a great band, and they're very steadfast with what they believe. But I was like, God, I felt like I should have got chairs or something. I was like, fucking.
Now I will read from Ted Kaczynski.
And they had a library with them. It's like, damn, like half of it
that's
was.
That's badass though. I love that energy because I love reading.
They had like half. It's like half gear, half library.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, they're Storm City. Their drummer played in this band called Leper, which is a grindcore black metal ska band. And
shit! Fern and I that last one.
Yeah, Fern and I like worship them. Like it's literally like me. And if you like listen to Corrupt Vision, you'd be like, oh, that's a Leper song. Oh, that's a Henchman song. Oh, that's a Leper song. Oh, that's a Leper song. Yeah, we absolutely love that band. It was dope as shit to actually like be able to play with them and book them, but at least someone who was in that band. I thought Fern would be coming back from the dead at this point, but I forget how far his car is from the. We're very professional, Valerie.
Sprinting.
We're incredibly professional, as you could tell.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm very professional as well. I always show up on time. Yeah, right.
You're a professional skateboarder?
Nah, I wish.
You're a professional memer?
Man, if I could get paid for that would be pretty great. If I get paid for either of those things, but I'm a freelance skateboarder and a freelance memer.
There we go.
I'm not tied down by any corporate obligations.
I feel the Ouija board. I think Fern's coming back from the dead. Fern, are you there?
Y'all killed me off?
we killed you off in the NTR lore.
Oh, damn, COVID finally got me or what?
Yeah.
Okay, so
COVID part 2.
Yeah, so okay. Tommy.
All right. So now I want the real intro. So basically, I had a gift for Fern for Christmas, and then he got COVID, so I couldn't see him, and I kept forgetting to give it to him, and then I finally went to his work today to drop it off. So Fern, if you would do the honors on this audio only podcast, please open your gift. Please read what it says.
Okay, so I have it here. It says, what does this mean? For my monkey man Fern? What does that mean? All right, hold on. I'm going to try to open this with one hand while I hold my camera in the other. It's very... Why'd you use, like, painter's tape to...
I didn't have Scotch tape.
Don't you run a record label, though?
I use painter's tape for everything. I don't use Scotch tape.
Oh, my God. I use... Not even shipping tape?
Shipping tape would have been too strong.
Bro, what is this? What is this? It's a Donkey Kong bootleg Pez dispenser?
Yeah, it dispenses Smarties. Are the Smarties rotting in it?
I don't know, but it's open right. Dude, hold up, they are.
Do not eat them.
Oh my God, dude, they're so spoiled. Also, the whole entire package just fell apart.
Do not eat them. Not only are they spoiled, so I found this in my cupboard. Like, I think they're like at least 2 years out of date. It also went through a house fumigation, so that if the spoiledness doesn't kill you, the insecticide that is probably embedded into the candy will.
They are so discolored. I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try one.
This dude's trying to kill you.
Yeah, he gave me fucking poison. Thanks for the re-gift.
It's not even a re-gift. It's just like, it's got a monkey on it.
They're so brown. They're legit so fucking brown.
I figured you could use the actual, dispenser with actual candy. Now, in forethought, I could have just bought you like Smarties. I think that's like the cheapest candy on the planet.
Yeah. So the Donkey Kong looks like shit. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks bad.
It looks really bad.
It looks fake, but I think it's authentic Nintendo.
Yeah, it says in the back, dude. If I was Nintendo, I'd be pretty pissed. So speaking of monkeys, my girlfriend did tell me. All right, let me turn off my camera. She did say. Because, oh man, what was I doing? I was laying in bed laughing my ass off over a video of a monkey just falling. He's just like sitting down and he just falls. And I played that video like 3 times, laughing, like cackling like a hyena. And my girl, what?
How far of a fall?
He was just like sitting on a box and he just like, the box like broke and he just fell down. And my girlfriend asked me, he's like, why do men always think monkeys are hilarious?
Monkeys are, to me, universally relatable. That's like watching your granddad fall down.
I wouldn't want that, but that'd be kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I think monkeys are funny, but they're like. Tommy, do you think monkeys are funny?
Monkeys set off a thing in my mind, because you know how like human babies are supposed to like trigger that reaction of like, oh, cute. Yeah. I don't get that. I get it with monkeys.
True, they are pretty precious. They got cute little faces.
Yeah, I see a baby monkey and I just dumb brain. I'm like, I must look at this monkey.
What's that one picture of the monkey? It's like asleep, then it sees like a banana, like a nut or something. Then it's like the monkey eye. Yeah, then it's like the monkey brain activate or something like that. You know what?
Neuron activated.
Like, yeah, neurons activate or something like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I can't. Also, like, referring to like going like ape mode is fucking hilarious to me and always will be funny.
Ape mode?
Yeah, just be like, fuck 2021, we go in ape mode. Like, it just feels.
I've never heard that expression before.
What do they mean by this?
Put
my wisdom teeth back in. I'm going ape mode.
Put my wisdom teeth. Who said that originally? Put my wisdom teeth back in. Was that me?
Grabbed it as you said these caveman riffs are so ignorant it makes me want to put my wisdom teeth back in.
Goddamn.
Did you already introduce the guest and everything while I was gone?
Yeah, they helped that we did a seance to bring you back.
Thank you. I wish I was still dead. Well, I could die again from eating these.
You could die again from eating those, even them being in your room.
Oh fuck! Oh, damn, good point. Okay, I'm gonna toss these. I was gonna make a nice tea out of them.
Speaking of sick caveman riffs. Unless you do smoke weed, which probably you don't want to admit because you live in Texas, which is basically. You can't even like breathe without someone like trying to like. you can't even breathe. You can't even like breathe clean air out there. They're like, "Yo, is there like gas in this? Are you breathing exhaust?"
Oh yeah, Houston definitely breathing exhaust.
I've heard that it's like that car guys go to move to Texas because the exhaust laws are way different than like California. That it's like you could just like. Not give a shit about like what your car is like spitting out and it's totally fine.
Yeah, there's definitely like a weird like truck bro subculture that intentionally like increase their emissions and they call it rolling coal or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's horrible. That's the most evil like fucking bullshit ever. Very shameful, but yeah, like I don't know. It's like truly like cringe. The most
like
destructive. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
It's like what like the bully in like a shitty 90s movie would do.
Yeah, exactly. It's like maniacal.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
It is like some like 90s like villain shit, and I'm pretty sure that like half these people read Ayn Rand and they're like, yes, I'm gonna go spew emissions in my truck. I love freedom.
It's also like a feedback loop of like you breathe the emissions, so you get dumber to think that breathing emissions is good. You breathe it in, and then it's just a feedback loop of like, oh, I need more of this hit.
Oh yeah,
this is ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh god,
See,
that just looks like a skull.
Yeah, people.
This is not. Oh my goodness.
So wait, I thought I was being asked a question, but then we got on this subject.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
See, there's he's taking the hit right there.
Yeah, he's
speaking of ignorant caveman riffs. Valerie, what's it like being a meme lord?
I don't know. It was pretty fun. Probably like past my prime at this point. I don't post a whole lot. I pretty much passed the torch on to like Jack, and I post occasionally on the I'm Gay and Listen to False Grind page, but it is very awesome that that page has been able to put me in contact with so many cool friggin' people, because that's the main thing, is like just the amount of crazy awesome people that I've met over the last like 3 years running it. Cause like, and also it's like all the admins are super cool. Like there's like 7 of us, probably, no, more like 10, but like maybe like 7 that are like really active, and it's just really cool. It's a little family, you know.
What's your tag for that group?
Oh God, what do I even use anymore? It got to a point where I don't really like use a tag on the page. I just like throw whatever on there. It's like, but my general internet tag is like internet telepath.
Well, yeah. When did our mutual friend Angie start posting up?
Oh man, that goes back like, I want to say like probably like very early, like 2017 or maybe like early 2018, like because there was like the first couple of people, Rosalind, she made the page initially, and then was like, hey, I made a page called I'm Gay and Listen to False Grind, and you people talk about grindcore and you're also gay, so I added you all as admins. And I'm like, okay, that's great, that's awesome, that's wonderful. So it got started with like 5 or 6 of us, maybe more like 5, 4 or 5. And then, you know, we added a few people over time, and Angie was like definitely a early addition to the family there.
But would Angie like send you, like, would you send them like, do you see like, hey, make this, and then they would, or would they just like send stuff?
It's mostly like we just like come up with whatever of our own like mind, whatever's going on, and just throw it out like in the either just it started very like free form, just like posting whatever on the page, and like some of it, if we look back to like the earliest days, some of it might get pretty edgy, but but it got to a point where like after we had like a couple, like maybe like 1,000 followers or a couple thousand, we were like, okay, you know, we kind of stand for like something in particular, is like just the like an egalitarian stance in the like grind community for like trans rights and like LGBT rights and, you know, anti-racism and stuff. And so we like kind of came to an agreement that it's like, okay, if you want to post something, let's check it out in the group chat, but also like if it's innocuous and inoffensive, then just go ahead and post it. But like if you're like, hey, this is like pushing it a little bit because it touches on like a iffy subject matter, that's when we would like really like start like think tanking it a bit, and like we'll go to the group chat and be like, what do you think about this? And we'll be like, oh, it's good. And then just like, or it's too much, or, you know, like, because it became like a little bit of I don't know, it really blew up like way more than we like expected, and it was like I remember why it got so much traction in the first place was because I literally stole some anal cunt meme like in like 2017. It was like some political compass anal cunt meme. It was pretty edgy, and I just like reposted it, and I was like stolen meme, and then it like blew up, and we got like 1,000 followers off that one post, and I was just like, well, that's crazy because I never really wanted anything like that like about AC to like be a big draw, but that was like okay, go further left with it, go more gay, go more like I don't know, just have a little bit of standards and hold yourself responsible and not just post random edgy crap and try not to post like overtly triggering stuff like drug abuse jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
Just try to keep it cool, try to keep it fun.
Was it a political compass of like was it like a political
it was like
their songs
in each corner? Yeah. Like like I'm not even gonna describe it.
You don't need to repeat it. I guarantee you it's all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we do definitely like collaborate on. If I like come up with something and I'm like at work, I'll be like, guys, we need to make a meme about this band with this thing, and then we just like again think tank it, and we'll have someone who is available like make it. Sometimes there's like layers to it. It's definitely a team effort at times. Sometimes it's just like stream of consciousness from one person into the network, but other times it's a very big team effort.
I've learned that Angie very much likes using Doom ripoffs.
Yeah.
Kinda
good couple.
Kinda a little too much sometimes.
I love it.
Every once in a while, I'm like, what are they gonna do this time? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I love it. Nothing better than bootleg punk shit.
Does Angie meme on everyone in the group like how they do with I would say us as in Fern and I, but mainly just me. Like it's like every month I would wake up and there'd be like Angie would like write some like backstory about like my life, and then like like one of them was I had like shaved my head for when I was trying to raise money to pay off school. And then it was like for $1 a month you could support this man. He is 19, he works 24 hours a day, and he runs a record label. Please help him.
Yeah, I don't know. We all are kind of like, I don't know. We don't really make fun of each other too much. We usually just kind of talk shit about pop culture and various other things.
Side note, how good are they at skating?
Oh man, Angie is a very good skater. The few times I've skated with them, it like really blew my mind, like how good they were. Like they're like, oh yeah, I haven't been skating like at all, and then like go do some crazy shit. Like I've had a great time skating with them because I don't get an opportunity to skate with like too many other girls who are like really like high skill level, but they are like I skated with them like a couple months ago, and they did like a 50-50 kickflip out on an up ledge, and I was just like, damn, that was crazy. They're very good.
I know that years ago they had the chance to go pro. I think they ankle, leg, one of the kind of classic like skateboarder injuries that kind of ruins your career, I think happened.
Yeah,
and
that'll do it. But I think if they even now, like they're a very good skateboarder, and like when I think about like where I want to go and like stuff I want to do in skateboarding, like make videos, I would kill for more Angie footage because they rip. They have great style too.
And so we were planning No Time for Fun 6. I was doing the Tony Hawk ripoff, and I was like, I need a skateboarder. And I was like, wait, I know a skateboarder. And I hit up Angie, and I was like, yo, let me get a sick pic They sent me one of them when they were like 13, I think, and they're like busting like a 12 stair.
Yeah,
Or like
like
it's like
it's like a
bombed out.
crook on a handrail.
Yeah, it looks so fucking sick.
Yeah, I saw that album cover. It's so dope.
No,
Super gnarly.
I mean, it's funny as like we've toured with Angie and we've never seen them skate except more than maybe just like pushing. So it's good to know that still got it.
They low key rip.
What speaking of skateboarding, so that's something you're incredibly passionate about.
Yes, absolutely.
Would it probably like your number one? Just like is it like wake up, skate, whatever other bullshit I have to do, but like I gotta skate?
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea. Like I always try to like skate a little bit every day, even if it is just like pushing around a bit, because it is really that one thing that seems to give real meaning to my time, especially like now that like live music is kind of like dead for however long until we do another seance, and it's really hard to do seances. The one we did earlier took a lot out of me. Um, but yeah, it's like skateboarding is definitely something that to me is like my number one thing, because I started when I was like 10 and I'm 23 now, and it's been a really long journey, especially because I didn't come from like any kind of place where skateboarding was really like curated or like supported at all, because I'm from Huntsville, Texas, which if you don't know Huntsville, Texas, that's the place where most of the executions in America are done. Like downtown is where death row is, and there's like 6 prisons in the city. There was never any skate park. There was never a skate shop either. There's still not a skate shop. And it was just I don't know, it was a very strange experience growing up there, because it was like I started skating because I was in Dallas one day and I saw some dude on the sidewalk do a kickflip, and I was like, okay, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to learn how to kickflip. And so I went and got like a cheap board from wherever, and then like started learning skating, and then, it goes from there. But it was a very strange journey because Huntsville is like a very oppressive environment, especially when it's like, but I also lived way out in the woods, so it was mostly just like me and like a small patch of concrete and my board most every day after school, which also I went to a Christian private school for the first 10 years of my schooling, so that was very isolating in its own way. So skateboarding was like a lifeline to just the freedom from like obligations and like the control of your time by other things. It's like something I could get outdoors and do and like focus myself and just practice something that's meaningful to me. And it's really been crazy because I also moved to Houston, and then when I moved to Houston I didn't have anybody to skate with for a while, and I just kind of fell out of it for about a year. I didn't really skate at all, and I had been like on a long, slow decline for a while. I was like, "Oh, I'll never be better than I was at skating when I was like 16."
Yeah.
And then like, all of a sudden last year, I met someone else who skated, and it got me back into skating. And then after the two of us were skating, it became so that like every single one of our friends wanted to skate, and everybody got boards, and now everybody skates, and it's like, whoa, okay, it's amazing. It had a huge cultural resurgence last year in light of COVID, because of like everybody's like, okay, we can't go out clubbing, we can't go out doing all this shit, and I'm really bored, and I need to get outside where it's like not so close to other people. Can't really be close to people when you're skating. And then just like also maybe the stimulus checks, people were like, okay, I got money, let me get a skateboard. So it's really had a huge resurgence, and it's really great, especially because like LGBT people are starting to be more represented in it.
When what do you think that with like because skateboarding is something that I have very like little understanding of. I appreciate the shit out of it. It's something that I've never fully like invested myself in skate culture, mainly because I'm too afraid to actually try skateboarding. What have you seen like a kind of general shift as someone who's not only have you spent the last, you said you're 23 now, so 13 years plus skating.
Yeah.
You also kind of grew up with like the internet taking over, like how skate culture like has evolved. Like
Yes.
how
Yeah.
what is like kind of the evolution of skating that you've seen like personally?
It's gotten a lot more like open because of the internet. Like,
Yeah.
back when I started skating, the way you would watch skateboarding was very like narrow through the lens of like companies, like
Yeah.
you like nothing like, it was a good era for like skate movies, like a lot of like skate videos, but it was this sort of like you go to a shop if you want to watch skateboarding, you pick up a skate DVD and you watch it and you see all these really really good people jumping down like 20 stairs or whatever, and that was just like the standard for skating. And I mean it still is, but also when social media became more prominent, it was like everybody could share their clips, and it it really opened it up to like a lot of different types of people and like different skill levels. And that's been amazing because if it's very discouraging in a way to just see people do the most gnarly shit all the time. You want to see people who are like closer to your skill level when you're a beginner, so you can have like a point of reference.
Yeah.
But it's gotten a lot more open ended in that way because now everyone can just post their clips up on Instagram or whatever, and you can
Yeah.
go like follow whichever kind of people you want to see. You don't just have to be like through this like narrow establishment lens, which is like strangely in skateboarding, because skateboarding to me is a very gender neutral thing, and I think it's coming to be seen as that more. But because it's so like visceral, I think that it gets marketed in the same way that like most visceral things do, is that they think, oh, it pumps your adrenaline, well that means it's masculine. And so a lot of the advertising industry and like the predisposition towards like male pro skateboarders, it just kind of made this really like long kind of stagnant time where it was very hard for women to see themselves represented in skateboarding. But that's opened up a lot in the past couple of years. There's more women in skateboarding now than ever, and at like all different levels. And it's really cool because I think it's like skateboarding is like a very community oriented thing. Like no one wants to be the person who like has no homies and skates the park with their earbuds in and doesn't pay any attention. Like
Yeah.
if it really does, since you usually go somewhere and share a space, it sort of develops a sense of community. And I think the online aspect has kind of helped people who are marginalized in skateboarding realize that skateboarding is like a lot more broad than just what the surface level of like masculinity kind of makes it appear to be. So it's really opened up in the last few years. I've met more like women skateboarders and LGBT skateboarders than ever before. It's crazy because like like 3 years ago or something, I like was totally saying, I was like, God damn it, why aren't there more trans people in skateboarding? Like I've been skateboarding my whole life. I'm trans. Like I'm not bad at it. I'm just from nowhere, so nobody seemed to care. but now it's like, okay, I'm in Houston now. I can skate with people. I've actually been meeting a community of people. I've actually met like other LGBT people skating at the DIY where I skate, and it's just like amazing. It's opened up a lot, and it still has the same um heavy vibes that skateboarding always has. It hasn't been dumbed down at all. It's just become, it's like elitism is super boring and inclusivity is like really cool, because elitism just promotes a homogenous same old, very repetitive. But when you're inclusive, it really creates an environment where creativity and individuality can thrive. It's pretty cool. Skateboarding's gotten a lot more open. It has its own problems. It'll always have problems, but it's gotten a lot more open, I think.
Do you think that skateboarding is more open than say like other communities?
like say for like grindcore for example, like
let's go compare it to music.
That's a pretty good point of reference, like the punk or like the grindcore scene. They're both like kind of very masculinely charged, just because we live in a patriarchy. So it's like that is always kind of the initial character of everything because it just sprang from it. But the grind scene, I also have seen be like shockingly inclusive towards me, like as a trans person. But skateboarding and grind, they're both things that are very identified with the outcast, and so most people want it to be, again, inclusive, because if you're just an elitist or you're a bigot, then it absolutely kills what you love, like it's definitely, both of them have had to like grow a lot, and it's only by the virtue of trans people, LGBT people, women including themselves in these scenes that they can continue to get better. Because if we don't like actually work and be active in the scenes, then it'll just kind of be the same running its wheels, and any talk of inclusivity would end up just kind of being performative, as the people who are supposed to be involved are not there. So it needs to be made sure that these scenes are like safe for people, and the grind scene has a lot of problems with that, as far as like, I don't know, we a lot of problems with like boundary issues and like abuse of power and clout. Like that's an omnipresent thing in any music scene, not just grindcore, is just that predatory people come to it and they take advantage of things. And I'm sure that exists in skateboarding a lot as well, but I think the like less closed off nature of it, as far as like it being in public spaces and stuff, has kind of helped it be a little more tame, as far as like, I don't know, people will still abuse their power, but it's more in a community, like open air thing, so you have less elements of patriarchal violence there. But as far as inclusivity and like just people who are not white men being able to express themselves, it's hard to really say if one's better than the other. They're both, how do I put it? Because it's like they have their restraints, but people are constantly like expanding the boundaries of what is acceptable in these scenes, and it's really gotten a lot better. But at the same time, right now I feel much more inspired by the skateboarding scene than the grind scene, just because like it's very hard to really like judge how we should be dealing with COVID, but it's been a bit discouraging seeing a lot of bands continue to throw shows in spite of everything going on, which is that's very that very much has kind of weighed heavily on my heart. Like
I'm assuming you didn't go see MDFL when they came through town.
Oh God, no. You couldn't pay me.
Oh my God.
No, you couldn't pay me to do that.
We were poised to put out a split between Dope Mess and Active Shooter, and I was on Active Shooter's Instagram, and they fucking that one band Tony Montana posted that they Active Shooter was like playing. I was like, oh, maybe that was an old show, and then I looked and I was like, oh, that was last night, and then I saw the rest of the bill and I was like, oh no. I called Dope Mess and I was like, hey, I gotta back out. They're like, what happened? I was like, Active Shooter on some fuck shit. And then they're like, yeah, we gotta back out too. And I was like, oh, thank God you guys are good.
Well, I got their tape on my desk right here. That's pretty funny.
God, what a move.
I mean, it's like, but here's the kind of bummer part, is that like that they're not like the only band, like, and it's I'm in Houston, and I've seen like a great deal of the local bands here just continue on business as usual. There's only a few that have actually been like, okay, no shows. Like there it's like a good like half of the bands are like, all right, no shows. But there's so many of them that have just continued on playing shows like business as usual, and I can't really be like some puritanical moralist and just like be like, yeah, shame on them, but I it is disappointing.
Yeah. Was there like ever like a lull, like maybe at the beginning, and then, or were these bands like, cool, April 1st, we're playing a show?
Oh
April
no,
1st, 2019?
it wasn't even April 1st. It was probably more like March or whatever, like as soon as there was a lockdown, there was like a like some outdoor DIY generator show. Like literally as soon as it happened, they were like, well, fuck the lockdown, and threw a show.
God.
And it's like, yeah, folk punk ska shows continued all of last year. Like I
was
can't, yeah.
I was about to be offended for a second because Fern and I are both in folk punk ska bands, and then I was like, wait a minute, I fucking hate both genres. Fuck 'em, dude. That's
it
so
must be
dumb.
hard for you.
No, it's disheartening, especially when it's like, I think, Fern, this is, I don't know. I think we've talked about COVID shows with every guest from Not California at this point. But it's so just disheartening. Yeah, it's just like, and especially when it's like you all talk about community and caring about each other, and it's like, I guess not when it's, this isn't, some like looming threat or some sort of like, this is real. Like, this is right in
Yeah.
front of us, and you're still just like, yeah, what else? It's
running in the same circles.
I always feel that like Houston, I consider Orange County like mini Texas, kind of politically.
It's like pretty right.
Oh, it's incredibly right here, and it's to me, it's always the Texans who, it's the people who want to be like, they want that like Texan like outlaw, like, fuck big government,
But they're
you
actually like suburbanites.
Yeah, and don't want to live on in the snow. I'm sorry. They don't want to freeze.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, it's I like my sister lives in Waco, and she like describes like, kind of the vibe of the communities that she's seen in Texas, and I'm like, yeah, that just sounds like Orange County.
Yeah, I love Houston. It's a pretty cool place. There's some really awesome people here. Everywhere you go, you have to carve out your own community, but there's a lot of cool people in Texas. I think it's very hard for me to like. I hate. I don't have any sort of like patriotism or like nationalistic pride towards Texas, but Texas and the rest of the South get so much hate, and it's just like super irritating because that's some like bullshit, because the people who live in the South are as diverse as anywhere else in the state or the country, excuse me. But especially like, being like an LGBT person or like a person of color in the South, you get glossed over so much because people are like, oh yeah, Texas people are Ted Cruz. And it's just like, God damn it. Like you're forgetting like the whole resistance to that.
Yeah. It's easy for Northerners to kind of disown an entire, they only ever really see the shitty parts of, what's coming up from that part of the country, and they don't realize that, there's many people down there who don't put up with that, and
who's on the people who are on the receiving end.
And that's how we feel in Orange County, where it's just like, there's a lot of terrible fucking people in Orange County, but there's also a lot of really, really amazing people here actually trying to like make Orange County not a giant Republican shithole all the time. It's like, it's, it's not just, not the liberal wonderland of like Portland or whatever. It's and even then, there's always shitty people in every city you go to.
And the thing about Portland is that while it's like poised as this liberal wonderland,
it has that underlying
has that insane problem with white nationalists. Because
probably the worst in the state, in the worst,
yeah,
one of the worst in the country.
They're infested. It's like got this like really rooted in white nationalism up there, like and it's become known for being sort of like a quote unquote liberal bastion or whatever, just because so many people resist that shit there.
It's like the meme of it's like a shark and he's doing stand up. He's like everyone's like Austin, Portland, Berkeley. You want to know a weird city? Go to Cincinnati. That place is fucking weird.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, that's a big marketing scheme too. Austin's not that weird. It's overpriced and gentrified and kind of like hippy dippy. I don't know.
Heard,
the vibe I've always gotten.
Heard it's all the people who are like, LA sucks, we're moving to Austin.
Yeah, it's also become like more and more like Texan Silicon Valley atmosphere, which is pretty lame.
Now to get back to skateboarding, what are your opinions of this guy?
Who's this guy? Let me see. Oh God, that guy. Listen,
now
he's much discussion has been made about this guy, but you can get behind me because I'm not a Scientologist. Like,
you gotta be now. Hold on, you gotta be careful. That we might set off Xenu or whatever they believe in.
They're gonna
come and get us.
Down.
They're gonna black trash bag over our faces and take us away to re-education camps.
Yeah, this guy, I don't know. I've watched so much Braille content because that shit, like, I don't know. They've done a really good job of making some trick tips. But when I found out he was a Scientologist, like I saw the Scientology commercial with him. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah. So I'm in the same way. I found Braille, and me being interested in skateboarding stuff, I was like, oh, this is great content. And it was like, it was always, he was so focused on skateboarding and I want people to skate. And I was like, this is really noble. And then I found out it was I got an ad on Facebook for the like he did, because there's a commercial he did for Scientology, and then there's like a whole ass documentary on him.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure he like gave a speech at a Scientologist. Like, yeah, he's active as fuck.
Yeah.
Did you know Steve Barra's a Scientologist too? Isn't that right?
Apparently skateboarding, like I was reading because I was like basically, like when I started watching Braille, I was like this is too nice. What's going on? Is one of them a murderer?
Yeah, cult vibes.
I was like, this is like too. I was like, what's going on? Is like, I was reading somewhere that this was just like an off like Reddit comment or something, or whatever forum I was looking at. But apparently, like Scientology is like kind of big in skateboarding.
Yeah, I mean, if you got this guy and you got like Steve Barra, that's two big names. Who else? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of others. There's dozens of us. Wasn't Jason Lee a Scientologist? Yeah, god damn it. Yeah. What a guy.
Friend, if you don't know, that's Aaron Cairo. He's a professional skateboarder. He does the Braille YouTube channel, and I remember I texted Angie was like talking shit on Aaron Cairo. then I messaged them. I was like, he's a fucking Scientologist. They're like, shut up. And then I sent the documentary. Angie was just like I think LMAO'd.
Yeah, like it's so absurd, but it's real. I'm going to actually, but they're false prophets. I'm going to set the standard for subgeniuses in skateboarding.
What are you gonna start a cult?
Oh, the cult's already alive.
Have you
heard of the Church of the Subgenius?
No, but have you heard about the time cube? Are we gonna have to trade?
Okay, I've heard about the time cube. Yeah, the
damn,
time cube.
got us beat. Got us beat. What is the subgenius?
It is a let me just send you a short advertisement that might help clarify.
Fern, write this down.
Write this down. Okay. Here we go. This rabbit hole goes deep. There's hours and hours of content you can watch.
Is this a thing, or is this like an actual? Is this like a bunch of art students doing something silly, or is this a legitimate thing?
Wouldn't a bunch of art students doing something silly be a legitimate thing? What is a thing? What is legitimate?
Is this an actual religion?
Listen,
It
yes,
looks like
it all makes sense. If you follow it to its logical conclusion, it all makes sense.
Now, hear me out. You know that time is cubic?
Yes.
Damn it, you're already in? Okay. So
basically, okay, so yeah, I'm doing a bit of an act, but basically it's a big, very Dadaistic like culture jam of various shit, and the basic concept is that there is a conspiracy designed to take away your slack, like your freedom to slack off, and J.R. Bob Dobbs, the greatest salesman of all time, was in contact with the real God Jehovah One, who revealed many secrets that the conspiracy does not want you to know about how to have slack and how to end the world properly. But it's a very big, like, Dadaistic, like, quote unquote self-described mind control cult from Dallas. It's great.
It sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, it's amazing. I can shower you with content.
Like I love like postmodernist shit like that. It's
very, a lot better. It's really great. It also has like I don't know. To me the message seems pretty left. It's like, yeah, you produce all the value. Also, you should have your own free time, but they're trying to take it away from you. Also, again, this thing goes so deep. Like, there's like an hour and a half long introduction video that explains many of the concepts. But basically, it also says, once you've gotten your entertainment value out of this, and once you've stimulated your critical thinking department with all the content, just throw it away like you would throw away any other random piece of pop culture entertainment, and realize that it's only one small, like, fragment of all that is. You can't really like invest yourself entirely in some joke or in some religion, because it's all just one one part of a whole. It's very interesting.
I mean, that is a lot more interesting and not nearly as damning as what was the thing in Waco, the like death cult, or like
the fucking Branch Davidians.
Yeah.
I wrote an essay about David Koresh when I was in like the 6th grade in Christian private school, if you can believe that.
Apparently, I can believe that, but apparently there's also a Branch Davidian Memorial Park.
Whoa, I gotta look that up.
It's on TripAdvisor, and it's surprisingly, it's number 18 of 58 things to do in Waco.
Nice.
So
that's amazing.
That's pretty high up.
Oh yeah, it's got a memorial. Oh my god, it's on TripAdvisor. Damn, this is where all the like punk bands are gonna go, huh?
Number one thing to do is go look at a house that was on Fixer Upper.
Hell yeah.
It's that even the Dr. Pepper Museum's not even up there. Okay, it's a number 7. All right, that's not bad.
The Dr. Pepper Museum. That's where I want to be.
I've been there once, and it's exactly what you think it is.
You've been to Texas?
I've been to Texas, I think, twice. Half of my family lives there.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I remember telling you the other like actually a couple months ago. I was like, "Yo, my coworker was wearing a corrupt vision at work today." That was kind of wild. Just seeing one out there in the wild.
They're real.
Yeah, you know.
People actually buy it? Whoa. Wow.
Was it the cop car shirt?
Yes, it was.
Okay. That was the okay, yeah. That was the Punk with the Camera run. I think we're gonna rerun those shirts. I think that'll be the first. And
oh my god,
when shirts come back, not when shirts come back, when shows come back, that'll be the welcome back shirt. We're gonna sell them at
look
shows.
at that! Look at the Branch Davidian Memorial.
That makes sense when you think about it.
That's pretty rough. Oh.
Speaking of the Branch Davidians, did y'all see the new Justice League trailer?
No. What?
Yeah. The Joker at the very end says, "We live in a society."
Yo, he said it.
Yeah, it's finally canon.
Oh my god, this is groundbreaking.
Yeah, it's not a bit. It is real. Like,
you know,
it's
how
fucking
this
insane.
Is where we converge into like the Borderlands universe, where everything becomes a huge meme, and the writing gets significantly worse.
Okay, so is that we're gonna talk about Borderlands now? So do you feel? So I've played 1 and 2. 1 is like one of my favorite games ever. I played 2 once and I never wanted to touch it again, and I haven't played a single one since. Hey, do you agree that like they started forcing the humor so fucking much that I was like, this is way too much?
Yes, I agree. I liked the mechanics of the second game. It was a fun game mechanically, but oh my god, the writing was so brutal. Like, just the amount of like memes and stuff that has aged like milk, like even just in like the 5 years or whatever since that game came out, you know, like
I forgot how dated a lot of those memes were.
Yeah, even at the time it was like dated, and then now I look back and it's like, what the hell? This is gross. Like, I mean, that's the thing though about like, I don't know, like memes are so rapid fire in like the internet era. It's just like it just is constantly going. So when you incorporate it into writing, it doesn't age well at all because it's in the like hyper stream of information already.
Yeah. Unless you're doing like a current news story, there's really no reason to like. If you're doing something that's like daily or periodical, like there's really no reason to reference memes in whatever you're making, because by the time it's out, it's already going to be dead.
Like how like god damn it, Pickle Rick will never be funny. Like like in like a context of like separated from itself, you know.
I'm gonna make a great statement right now. Claptrap is just an edgy minion.
Yeah, he is the marketing mechanism.
He's yellow.
One eye.
He's gonna be played one eye. He's gonna be played by Jack Black in the movie adaptation.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I hope they make him say banana.
Hope they make him say bazinga.
They're gonna make him say bazinga.
What if they make him say both? Oh shit! What if he said like both, one after the other?
Valerie, what do you feel about ska cover albums?
Ska cover albums?
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever listened to one.
All right, what do you feel about metalcore cover albums?
Oh man, like maybe like what was it, like Punk Goes Crunk or whatever?
Punk Goes Crunk is a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's great. Other than that, I think it's probably been perfected with Punk Goes Crunk. Everyone else can move on to doing something else.
Now,
yo, did y'all see the Catatonic Youth Banza Maker dance video?
No, are they still posting?
They post occasionally. They're
slow down a bit. I think they're trying to kind of save the gold because they shed out a lot the last couple of years.
Yeah, they are a little more active on Instagram than Facebook these days. But that is like the pinnacle of entertainment to me.
Oh yeah, I love catatonic use. The most recent one that they uploaded was the tag someone you wanna watch suck his dick.
Yeah,
That's so.
God, yes.
It's so cringe. Like
That's one
looking
of the
back
best,
now,
hardest
like
lyrics of all time.
it's just I don't know. Deathcore and metalcore has. You think like they will ever move past that?
I don't know. If anything, we should move into it. We should make cuckcore, like down tempo cuckcore. It should be absolutely brutal, but also have like R&B synth pads and shit. We should just go full tilt with this one.
Yeah, because around when I was getting into like in 2006 to 2007, when I was a lot of my friends were getting into quote unquote brutal metal. It was a lot of it was either this style of music, like very like mall metalcore type sounds, or the brutal slam metal.
Oh yeah.
You like with like bands name like Disgorger and stuff like that, you know. So my question is, what do you consider false grind?
Okay, false grind I think kind of takes a couple different meanings. I think the most like the most true to like the original like insect warfare, like death to false grind classic.
Yeah, with
probably like the locust and white belt grind, you know. Like the like sort of post-hardcore leading grindcore that was very popular in the 2000s and is making a huge resurgence right now.
Yeah.
That's false grind AF. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, the sassy white belt grind, that's true false grind. And false grind is like that whack shit that you don't want to be like being like a lame misogynist grindcore. That's false grind. But true false grind is the white belt sassy gay stuff.
I'm sorry. I literally did not know anything about. Is this band called Amiri?
Amur?
Yeah. So is this a cuck song? Why is it covered so much?
Amir's an awful band. They're like horrifically awful.
There's only 4 lines in this song. Is the song that short?
Yeah.
But do people cover it like is it like the You Suffer of metalcore?
You've never listened to Amur?
Oh, this song is like 39 seconds long, I guess.
Yeah, Amur is one of the worst bands like that has ever done like anything.
My partner Sarah definitely has made many jokes about this song and has gestured to covering it, but like making it like I want to watch you suck her dick, like that would be pretty based actually.
Add it to the cover pile.
Yeah, maybe we do need to do this like metalcore cover album.
Just
to me, I've always thought that, speaking of catatonic use, that like your job as a band, like your job, whatever you do, is to just not get clowned on by I'm gay and listen to false grind, catatonic use, or underground Abe meme exchange. As long as you can avoid getting clowned on by one of those 3 pages, you're in it.
Like you're fine.
That's the tips to big money.
Yeah.
Now you want to know when a band is real cringe is if what do you know about ska punk is dunking on you.
Yeah.
That's
so
rough.
We have something in common, Valerie. We both we both take backseat roles in meme pages. I am admin of what do you know about ska punk?
Hell yeah.
And
I don't chess players of the group.
I don't I kind of just sit back there and kind of just watch the shitstorm that the main admin starts. But every once in a while I'll see him share something from I'm gay and listen to false grind. I'm like, fuck yeah, we're trying to that's the scene unity we want.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I think it's really we need that sass, white belt, false grind to ska punk solidarity. That'll make a strong community.
Because the other thing is, there's like that metal meme page. I forgot what it's called.
The really horrible one, Bad Meme Jimmy.
No, it's like something metal.
Brutal memes for whatever.
Maybe, but I saw it but they'll equally dunk on like ska and grindcore. So it was funny just to be like, you know what?
A different one.
Fuck, I forgot what they're called. It was like something metal too, but they fucking like every day they have like a anti-ska post, and they're usually really funny. But I also just love the idea of like ska and grindcore coming together just to shit on like shitty boomer metal.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
It's that meme of I never thought I'd be fighting against an enemy. Well, what if it's a friend?
Yeah, we can combat the boomers
together. Boomer metal. That being said, I don't like ska.
You know, there's a few good ska songs. I've very recently in my life how good some ska is. But also there's a lot of ska that I can't get into at all.
Yeah, most ska is absurdly awful. All right.
Yeah, I quite enjoy the specials, but I think that's a given.
Yeah.
Now there's this band that basically literally will not be active on what you know about ska punk.
White belt. There we go. It's in my cart. It's in my cart.
There's one ska band that as I will come out of the woodwork to fucking make fun of, and it's this band called Stack Like Pancakes. Now, Stack Like Pancakes has nothing redeemable about them.
Tell me more.
Okay, so they basically the lead singer, huge egomaniac. First of all, they stopped calling themselves ska and they started calling themselves brass rock as to be more sellable, you know, more open to we're not ska, we're a rock band. Haha. They had a GoFundMe. Like every great band that doesn't just want to save their money, but write and produce an album. But then they had a stretch goal of like, if we get $500,000, we're gonna get a tour bus.
Oh my god!
And it was just like you barely get on support tours as like bottom bill to do like a local run with like Real Big Fish like once a year. You do like 3 shows with Real Big Fish like in your, I think they're from like, could be way wrong, but I think they're from like Ohio or somewhere where it's like not to put down bands over there, but it's like there's not many other bands could tour support, and they'll do like a run of like five or 6 days in their area opening, and it's like they just like inflated their egos, and it got to the point where like the main guy was like so shitty to work with that his entire band quit on him.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm looking at
it
right now.
He went and got new members, and then he fucking posted some shit that was like a giant, like, when it's like someone like doesn't really know how to like explain themselves, so they just do like a giant like long ass wordy like Facebook post about like their thought process and all that. It's like an apology, but not an apology. It's kind of just like, here's my explanation of why I'm shitty. He did that, and then someone like immediately did the thing where they just shove like emojis into it. Every like fifth word is, and that became a copy pasta in the fucking ska scene. Like anytime anyone would bring up Stack Like Pancakes, they would just post that like piss poor response about why his band quit on him.
I'm looking at the Twitter by Stack Like Pancakes right now. Their entire bio is buy a shirt.
BIT.
Buy a shirt.
Oh, buy.
Purchase a shirt from.
I'm good. They also have a terrible, terrible song about Donald Trump that is literally the epitome of Orange Man bad. It's just called 40. It's just called 45.
Yeah, that's their entire Twitter right now. It's nothing but.
This says a lot about Trump's America. Bottom text.
Yeah,
we live in a society.
Yeah, Joker said it the best. He actually said it the best this time. Stack Like Pancakes raises $100,000 for new album.
keep in mind they're trying to like they're also trying to run like the fine line of like for this independent DIY band, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna extort money from our fans, aka we're gonna probably either take money from our families to fund a stupid fucking album no one likes.
I have not listened to it, but I refuse to listen to it.
No,
I don't
you don't want to know what I think is good music, like really good music.
The Locust?
No.
Oh.
I don't even listen to grindcore. I only listen to Steely Dan.
So yeah, okay. I've been meaning to ask, what is going on with the Steely Dan memes? Is that something you're trying to start? Have you always been a Steely Dan fan? Is this like
Steely Dan? You know, I got into them when I was pretty young, but recently I've realized that they're the heaviest, most punk rock band that has ever existed, and that grindcore just can't keep up with the level of songwriting that is exhibited by Steely Dan.
What's like the Steely Dan song? I'm gonna put it on so I can get a kind of a.
What is the Steely Dan song? Oh man, there's so many good ones. But
Money for Nothing is a really good one.
That's fucking Dire Straits.
Don't tell him. He's gonna listen to it and be like, "Hey, damn, this is actually pretty good."
No, you gotta understand that Steely Dan is amazing. Hold up, the best Steely Dan song like you could probably listen to right out the bat. Damn, there's so many. Oh, what? There's so many good ones. I don't even know where to start.
I'm more of a Creedence guy, but
listen. Just listen to this shit. Just listen to this shit.
Unfortunately, I can't. But
well, I know you can. Just enjoy this, and we can continue discussing whatever. But know that Steely Dan is the truth.
Okay, so the name sounds country, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's not country.
What, Steely Dan? No.
Yeah.
It's more like a sort of piano rock. It's got a lot of jazz influences, horns.
This seems like I used to work at a lake. They had a summer concert series. To me, this seems like the music that would be this would be the music that would be playing while I'm trying to like keep a bunch of drunk boaters from crashing into each other.
that's a perfect like example. Yeah, Steely Dan often gets called yacht rock, but the interesting thing is the lyrics are usually a bit more subversive. Can often talk about things like the struggle of immigrant labor, various things like that, and just I don't know, has a punk attitude if you ask me. But a bunch of rich drunk people on boats crashing into each other sounds like a perfect thing to be scored by Steely Dan. That's like the essence of like the overindulgence.
There you go. It's like how Bruce Springsteen's "Born in the USA" is like a incredibly anti-war song, and then it keeps fucking presidents and shit use it, and it's like I don't think you get the point. All right, let's do Valerie, anything you want to
topic of discussion?
You Tommy, you asked.
You know what it is. It is. All right. So Fern and I, we have the ability to be able to tour through kind of northern the Northwest, and we like going out to the woods, when we're driving through, maybe stop, taking the sounds and the lights and whatnot. But we're really out there. Touring for us is just a guise to look for Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah.
So our question is, do you believe in our Lord and Savior Bigfoot?
Yes, Bigfoot is definitely real. If you look into the Church of the Subgenius, they can explain very accurately why Bigfoot is real, and that the Subgenius are also descendants from Tibetan Yetis. So you should definitely look into it if you are interested in searching for Bigfoot or maybe your own lost heritage.
Oh,
now is there any cryptics near you in Texas that are particularly is there anything you like, any local thing for you?
Let me think about Texas.
They're from Houston, right?
Yeah.
I found something for you.
Okay, let's see.
The Houston Batman.
Whoa, that sounds awesome. That fucking like thumbnail is amazing too. Looks so eerie. Yeah, the Houston Batman. That sounds badass. 5 cryptids of the. I'm looking at another one. 5 cryptids of the Texas Hill Country lurking in your neck of the. Then there's an advertisement that says 2A wants you to stay equipped. Shopguns.com. Guns.com.
Hell yeah! Just in case there's a
Bear King of Marble Falls. Let's see, another 2A advertisement. The Donkey Lady of San Antonio.
Oh, there's the Goat Man.
Oh, I love Goat Man.
Donkey Lady, Batman, Goat Man. You think they're all like?
They'll just like hang out. That is horrific. I hate that picture.
Whoa, spooky. This looks like some black metal dude.
it's average black metal listener.
The number is literally just 6s. You telling me this?
It looks like
this Batman fellow seems real. There's definitely some strange ones out here. I think a man with a hat is a fairly common one. Strange man with a hat cannot be determined as anything other than a man with a hat. Not any defining features other than just being a man with a hat.
Fred, what was the article? The fake article you sent me is like a tall man mistaken for Bigfoot.
Oh my god, I don't remember. Okay,
so I can talk about. Oh, sorry.
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay, so another spooky detail of Huntsville is there is a place called Demon Road, and it has a old ass graveyard on it. Just you look up Huntsville, Texas Demon Road. I'm gonna try and find something interesting.
Demon Road. The least favorite Mario Kart track.
Demon's Road, a paranormal stretch of hell full of nasty critters, says this article here.
That's what it was. Goat Man's Bridge. That's what it is.
I've gone out to this place a few times. Nothing crazy happened to me, but it definitely has eerie energy because everybody talks about it being a scary place. So whenever you go out there, it's very charged. You can feel people's anxiety around it.
Would you go ghost hunting?
Yeah, sure.
I'm fucking terrified of that. I can't do that.
We live in a world positively haunted by ghosts. I do believe that. It's like, and what I mean by ghosts is like anything that can act without being present is a ghost. And
scaring Fern right now.
Yeah, that's scary.
Fern is afraid of 2 things. Gnomes.
what are they?
Divorce.
Yeah, that is 100% true.
What was the first one again? I missed it.
Gnomes.
Oh yeah, terrifying. You must hate Half-Life 2.
Oh, I fucking love the game, but I refuse to play it.
Not the gnome.
Yeah, I'm fucking terrified of gnomes.
If that divorce song was played by a small man
by
in
a gnome,
hat,
I'd be fucking screaming. I'd be in pain.
I mean, you know, the backdrops in the video kind of obfuscate the scale of the man in the foreground, so I think it's also possible that the man playing the guitar could be about 2 feet tall, and maybe he isn't wearing his hat, so I think he could be like a covert gnome.
Please stop talking.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say
that is horrific. I just hate things like, okay, let's say there's like a wall or like a door or something, and then just something kind of just like peeks out. That's horrific. That is horrifying to me.
Oh, I have a very scary picture.
and
This is gonna blow your mind.
Just as long as it doesn't blow my ass, I'm fine. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's pretty bad.
I love him.
All right.
Please explain.
Guy to board with a knife. Guy
I hope
is Marxist theorist. He's French, so that makes it extra scary.
Oui. Valerie, you want to shout out what you're involved in? Where can people find you skating, memeing, grinding?
Shout out all of the False Grind fam, Rose, Angie, Sarah, oh my god, Jack, Rohan, and anyone I may have forgotten. Shout out my girlfriends, Cora. You can listen to her music Haunted Pixel on Bandcamp. That shit whips, kind of cyber grind, very false, very cool.
very false. I like that.
So my Instagram is internet.telepath. Post all my skate clips there. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. When you have any plans for post-COVID? I know skate touring is like a thing where you tour, but you just go to skate spots around the world.
I would love to travel in regards to skateboarding, but as it stands, I am very poor. And I have very little support from anybody outside of my friends who help me out and give me a house because I'm a couch surfer pretty much.
Was it a skate brand team? Is that what you were working on?
That was kind of a pipe dream. The whole organization of that fell through in the midst, but I do intend to keep skateboarding and see where it goes. And as far as what I have been working on, I wrote pretty much, I guess you could call it like a post-structural analysis of skateboarding culture, and I've been working on editing that and formatting it into a zine with my friends. It kind of discusses the feminist issues within skateboarding and also the sort of anti-capitalist desire of street skateboarding to become a way of redefining public space. Like skating the stairs at a Bank of America or something. You're changing a shitty banking institution into a place where you can play and have fun and do vandalism. And so I wrote a big kind of article on that, and we're working on editing that. And so there's some stuff coming, but nothing too crazy, nothing to make money off of, stuff for fun and violence against the system.
What's your next trick that you're trying to land? What's next in
Okay, next trick I'm trying to land. I gotta get hard flips. I can't hard flip yet. I gotta get that.
That's my favorite trick to bust in Skate 3.
Hell yeah.
That and a 360 flip. Those are my two favorite tricks.
Skate 3 on realistic mode is the best skateboarding game of all time.
It's the only way to play. It's the only way to play.
What the heck?
That's national romanticism.
That made me snort.
No, you're supposed to read them like after you're finished finishing your idea.
Fern has to edit into the podcast.
Yeah, now I have not. Yeah, or alternatively, we could just I could just post it on the socials like I did with the Onasnop one.
Thank you guys for listening to the No Time Records podcast. No Time Records OC, No Time NTR Pod on Twitter. No Time for Fun Bandcamp. If you're listening to this, I think you know where to find us. Just search No Time Records, and we'll probably be like the 4th or 5th result.
It was good hanging with y'all. Hopefully, I said enough weird things to make people think I'm crazy and entertain them briefly.
Yeah, we'll get you back on for a live stream or a gauntlet.
Yeah, a part 2.
Oh yeah, we can continue discussing these Bigfoot and Yeti theories.
Yes.
You think Bigfoot can skate?
I think.
You think his legs too long?
There's got to be at least one Bigfoot who can skate.
I think he needs a bigger skateboard than normal.
Now there
got the wide boy. He's got the like old school. But no doubt he can 360 flip it. 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 He can 360 flip it.